Brilliant. So in the last video we had a look about what is expansion. This one is going to look all about what is factorisation. So basically it's the same process but in reverse. So in this case we are going to start with an expression. And we're going to find a way to get to the factors that make up that expression. And the process we use is called factorising or factorisation. Okay. So we're going to start with some of the simpler versions, just to get your head around it a little bit. And in fact, you've sort of done this in the past to a degree. So, for example, I should firstly say that the method we're going to use, because we're going to look at about 4 or 5 different methods of factorisation. This particular method, okay, is called the common multiple or common factor. And we can use this method before we use other methods later on as well. So it's really important that we get good at this one. So for example, if we had something like 4x plus 6, it's an expression. It's made up of one term, 2 terms, and they're added together. We want to find in each term any common factors or any common multiples, if you like. So looking at these two, I can see that the 2 goes into 4x and I can see 2 goes into 6. And that's all there is. So I put 2 and then I open a bracket because that's one of my factors, and then whatever's in the bracket is going to be my other factor. So to work out what goes in, I go 4x divided by 2, and that leaves me with 2x. And then I go 6 divided by 2 equals 3, so 2x plus 3. Okay, so you can see that it's the opposite. And you can always double check if you did it right by multiplying it out or expanding it. 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times 3 is 6. So this time I've gone from an expression, 2 terms with an addition, into 2 factors, 1, 2. Okay, and those 2 things are multiplying. A second example is this one. So 12a plus 3a squared. Now, common factors can be numbers, and they can also be variables or pronumerals. So when I look at these 2 things, I think, I notice that 3 goes into both 3 and 12, so I'll start with that. And then I look at the a's, and I go, well, a goes into a, and a goes into a squared. So a is a common factor of both of those. And I can't see any other letters or any other numbers, so I'll leave it at that, and I'll open a bracket. So 3a, well, 3 is one factor, a is one factor, and now we're going to work out what the third factor is. So 12a divided by 3a is 4. Then 3a squared divided by 3a is just a. Now that was pretty easy. Now, if you were getting a little tricky and you weren't sure what to do, you would just use your indices laws. So you might have to pop a little work area over here and go 3a squared over 3a, cancel out the 3's, cancel out the powers, and that's how I find that bit. So now I've got 3 factors, 3a and 4 plus a. I'm going to stop there. What I'd like you to do right now is go into Maths Quest, exercise 7.4, and I'd like you to do questions 1. And that's it. Try and do it give yourself 10 minutes and do all of them, or as many as you can in 10.